Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you live. We're back in Phoenix this time around. We're talking about The Wire. Today's episode is episode 3, The Buys.
Yes.
This is Talking TV with Nick and Josh. I'm Josh.
Yeah, at least you didn't say your Nick this time.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Nick.
How you fuckers doing out there?
How you fuckers doing?
We're back. We're back, and
Yeah, I'm raring to go.
we're rearing to go. I would say
Raring.
rearing.
I'm
Is it
raring.
raring?
I have no idea.
I don't know
What's
either.
fucking with you.
Anyways,
There we go.
there it is
There it
on cue. Ding-a-ling-ding. Hot diggity schmitz. So yeah,
All right, so we got episode 3 of The Buys, you mentioned. Came out June 16th, 2002.
yep, I wrote it down. It's up here.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it's on the IMDb. I figured that
Now,
out.
where the fuck do you think I got it?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you Googled it.
Oh,
That's why I was like, Jesus, that's way too much effort for me.
Right, that's funny.
Did you? I wanted to touch real quick on.
If you talk about these fucking chicken nuggets.
I'm gonna talk about the chicken nuggets. I have to talk about the chicken nuggets real quick, since Robert C. Baker is the one who invented them. He is a Cornell University professor. He invented the chicken nuggets.
Good for him.
He is a member of the American Poultry Hall of Fame.
So he's like the Babe Ruth of chicken nuggets.
Yeah, like we talked about in the text. I didn't know there was a chicken Hall of Fame or poultry Hall of Fame.
I did not know that either.
We know that now.
And I don't think I'm better for knowing it, but
I just thought everyone might want to know,
I don't
just in case.
I don't think anyone can.
All of our millions and millions of subscribers.
Oh, that's true.
By the way, we're on iTunes now.
We are on iTunes now.
We are on iTunes now. Go and subscribe, rate us, and give us a good review.
A great review. 5
Great
stars.
review. 5 stars.
We're fucking awesome.
We are. I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
whatever.
So yeah, go give us a subscribe, rate us greatly, 5 or better. Can't get any better,
Really?
but
Yeah, give us 6.
and then write a nice little review. You know,
Yeah,
nice little review. We're on Pleeka, or
run Pleeka.
we're on Spreaker as well, as always, under Pleeka and
Yeah.
YouTube.
Just search
Just
Pleeka.
just search Pleeka on any platform basically. And
You
you'll-
can Google Pleeka if you want.
yeah,
You'll probably find some shit.
you probably could.
I found a guy named Pleeka.
Facebook Pleeka.
There's a guy named Pleeka Williams or something.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
All right, that's interesting.
So, all right, can we get into this episode now?
Let's start her off here.
So, all right, so we start off, we're in the pits, right?
We got the pit. We're with Wallace and Bodie.
D. Oh, they're waiting for the re-up.
Yep, waiting for the re-up. Nice little crackhead walks up.
Yeah, that crackhead.
Was like, yo.
You stupid
You got-
motherfucker, it's
you
9
got-
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Bodie goes off on his ass.
Yeah. It's funny. I see Bodie's point. You're dealing with crackheads all day, you'd probably get pissed off.
Right,
It's
well-
not, and like they say, the customer isn't always right.
Right.
The customer B fucked
Well,
up.
that's the thing, you know, and then D gets on his little, why you got to do that, you know, be all crazy.
Which is from McNulty.
True.
He's saying what McNulty told him. He's just regurgitating it
Right.
in his own little way.
And his point is valid, but it's not valid at the same time.
Yeah, in a perfect world, but it's not going to work.
Right,
so.
you're drug dealers. You're dealing drugs. You're selling heroin, for fuck's sake.
And then Bub shows up with the hats.
Yes. Bubble shows up with the hats again.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, before...
I didn't remember him showing up with the hats in that little scene. Like, it didn't. I was like, oh, there's Bubs.
Definitely, I don't...
And puts it right on Bodie.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Puts it on them all.
Puts it on D.
Pooh was in there, too. Pooh
Yeah.
showed up,
Yeah.
but he really wasn't part of the...
Pooh's always showing up late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always, you know...
And then they have Kima and McNulty up on the rooftop. Kima's taking
Yes.
pictures. And that's the first scene.
I looked for them in the background when they pan back, and you can't see them.
Oh, really?
But when they cut to them, it looks like they're standing up, like, you know, and it looks like you should be able to see them, but I couldn't see them. For whatever reason, that caught my... I was like, oh, I'm going to look to see if I can see them in the back.
Right.
But I couldn't.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
So then we got, what is this thing called? I don't know, the title?
It's The Buys.
No, I mean like the little quotation.
Oh, the king stay the king.
Yeah, what?
It's D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, but I mean,
he's talking about when they're playing chess.
No. I get I get that. I just don't know what it's called.
What do you mean?
Like
the king stay the king.
Like scene.
Oh, they're little.
They're little. Yeah.
I just call it their
saying. I don't know.
Yeah,
their little quote.
Quote of the show.
Quote of the show. Quote of the episode.
I'm sure there's an actual name for it. TV terms. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't work in TV.
You don't?
No, I work in radio and podcast.
I don't know if you can call this work, but okay.
It's work for me.
Well, we put some time into it.
You got to put time in.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to do your thing.
All right, so then we go straight to Burrell's office.
Yep.
Now, we have a group of people talking to Mr. Burrell about what happened last episode with the fucking idiots at the terrace.
Yes.
We meet Stan Valchek.
We do meet Stan Valchek.
I did not remember meeting him this early.
Yeah. It's been a while, so yeah, I didn't remember either.
I didn't think we met him till next season, honestly. And then I was like, oh.
Because he's all up in next season, right?
Yeah.
Like he's one of the main people.
He's in it a lot.
Yeah.
So you got Valchek, Daniels, and Forrester.
And you got Major Bobby Reed in there too.
Major Reed, who's kind of like Burrell's right-hand man, sort of like a little yes man to him, kind of. That's how I always pictured him.
Mr. Stroke Your Ego.
Yeah, but you know, like at one point he turns to him, he goes, "What do you think?" And then he goes, "All right, we'll do it this way," and he just goes with what he says. So he has some validity to Burrell, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
But not a big character.
No, definitely not. I actually looked him up because I didn't catch his name watching it, so I was like, I'm gonna look this guy up.
He calls him Bobby, but it doesn't say his
name.
They don't call him Major Reed or whatever. So I wrote down that Daniels gets shit. You all right?
Yeah, I had to clear the throat, you know.
Okay. I thought you farted.
No, no farting, no farting in the podcast.
Daniels gets shit for conducting field interviews at 2 a.m.
Yeah, he really got it too. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Daniels because
he's caught in the middle.
Yeah, he had no, you know. It's just like he said, you know. He goes, "I tell you this, I hang my men out to dry, and if I say no, then I'm, you know, basically saying that."
Yeah, because Burrell asked him.
It's like a lose-lose situation.
Burrell asked him if he knew that they went up there without backup.
Exactly.
So
he did the right thing.
Yeah, I think he did.
I mean, I would want my boss to have my back like that if I fucked up and did something stupid that I shouldn't have done.
Right.
Which I would highly doubt.
And they all know that he had no idea they were up there.
Oh, yeah. They knew for sure. But they still had to ask, I guess, for technical terms.
I guess.
Or for...
just to see what he'd say.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. Could be testing him.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of that going around.
Testing the old man.
What else we got? So then Valchek gets a fucking, you know, he's such a little, I don't like him at all.
He's definitely annoying. He's like, his voice too. I don't really like his voice. He's got that like scratchy kind of moany. I don't know.
Moany.
I don't
like
know.
Moany Love.
You know.
What the fuck? Oh, So Valchek is impressed. He sticks up for Przybylewski, gives them 2 unmarked units, a surveillance van, and manpower.
Yeah.
So basically, doing the right thing, and covering your people's ass paid off for him.
He definitely did. In that case.
I was wondering if Burrell's like, don't give him all this shit, because then he's going to be able to do some stuff. You know, like.
Well, he definitely doesn't state it if that's what he thinks.
Well, he does say that he's a necessary evil when Valchek leaves.
And it kind of goes on, you know, because Burrell tells him again, you know, keep it quick, keep it simple, make a couple arrests.
Oh, when they're walking to the elevator.
Let's get this done. Like, you know, continuing to say, let's not drag this out. Let's not. You know.
Yeah, I actually wrote down 3 weeks of good police work, couple felonies, and dope on the table.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they don't want. It's what McNulty doesn't want.
And Daniels either.
Yeah, and Daniels.
Or any of them. Kima.
No, because now they're putting in work.
Right.
Well, it'd be like us watching this
other than possibly Mahone and Polk.
Hey, they found that. Oh, we're looking into it.
we're not there yet, but
yeah,
up until this point, I mean,
yeah, except for maybe those two, but
maybe Alan Santangelo because he's next scene.
Yeah.
Because he wants out, you know.
Yeah, he wants something to do with it. He just thinks the whole thing's made up by McNulty. Yeah.
Because Rawls is mind fucking him.
Oh, so the next scene is actually the press conference.
Right.
You got Rawls, Landsman, and Bunk doing a TV press conference on Gant, basically, on Gant's murder. They're denying that Gant was being a witness is why he was killed, basically. They're saying it could have been something else.
Right.
So basically they made it up.
Right. They're not going to tell the fucking Baltimore
people.
I got up at 4:30 this morning. My mind is kind of blank. I could not find that word. Population is what I was looking for. The Baltimore population. That
I got home at 2 a.m.
Murdered witness. So, yeah. So then we roll into
The Office.
Yeah, McNulty.
So McNulty's watching them on TV. I thought that was kind of cool. That's a good little transition.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wrote down what McNulty said. He put, "Oh, Bunk, shame on you, lad." It totally sounded like Scottish or Irish or something.
Well, yeah.
Shame on you, lad.
That is very.
It's McNulty and Kima watching them on TV.
Yep. And they're sitting there. They're just kind of doing their own thing. They're typing, aren't they?
I think eventually.
I want to say they.
I know they show her typing at some point. Yeah. I know that they mentioned that they don't have a photo of Avon yet.
Right.
And McNulty said it, quote, "fucking embarrassing."
Yes.
Which pretty much is the truth. I mean, you're after this particular guy.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what he looks like.
Exactly. You don't have a fucking picture.
Yeah. It actually, we just watched Rock and Rolla over the weekend. That's one of my favorite movies. So at one point, they're looking for Johnny Quid.
Right.
And
I've seen it. It's been a while. But.
So he's actually stabbing the bouncer out front. And they're like saying, "Where could he be?" And he's like stabbing and beating this guy up in the video, in the monitor behind them as they're wondering where he is. I always found that funny. It's kind of like this. They're searching for him. It could be right next to him. They wouldn't even fucking know.
Right. Well, and we hit on that here in a little bit, too, with the whole... Because basically...
This is one... So McNulty sends Drunk and Drunker to the housing department to try to find a photo of...
Well, and it was clever how he talked him into it, too.
Yeah.
And, basically just told him, "You're going to do some work.
Yeah.
You can either do my fucking writing files or...
Because at first he's like,
"You can go try to pull a goddamn..."
At first he's like, "No, I'll just go do it yourself."
Yeah. Well, he flipped him off, too, didn't he?
Was it Polk?
I don't know who's Polk and I don't know who's Mahone.
Do you know who's drunk and who's drunker?
No. Because later on when they're ripping when they roll up in the pit or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know who got punched.
I think Polk got punched, but don't quote me.
Yeah. That's why I just wrote Polk or Mahone in my notes.
Oh, right.
Because on IMDb there's no picture for him.
I think there's one on our YouTube cast.
A picture of them?
Well, I think our first episode.
Oh, I got you. But on if you look up IMDb, their pictures are blank.
Oh, really? There's nothing on. So I'm looking.
On mine, they are.
I'm sure we got the same shit. Yeah.
See, so because I was like, I wonder who's who.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's weird. The one dude's dead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, one of them's dead in real life now.
Oh, I'm sorry for him.
There's another in real life drop. Just keep track how many times I say in real life.
Yeah, I can't keep.
We got another one of McNulty's.
Yeah.
In this one.
But not Bunk.
It dinged in my head whenever I heard it.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know. Too bad. We'll have to ask our executive producer maybe to do a little count.
Oh.
That might be kind of hard, though.
There's a count.
Is there?
Yeah. There's a count on the YouTube page.
Oh, okay. So,
I put...
Oh, you did the second one, right?
Yeah, so
okay.
I put... They were both tied at 2, so I put, "What the fuck did I do?" number 2, and then when Bunk said it, I put number 2, whatever. You happy now, bitch?
I haven't got. I'm still watching it.
No, that's good.
I always listen to it on Spreaker and then I did it on iTunes too.
I haven't even listened to it yet.
At all?
10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, but did the YouTube thing. I got to hear the whole fucking thing over and over again. So
I'm sure you love listening to my voice.
Fuck. Especially when you sang Hungry Eyes. I think that was the one.
That was funny.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta love that.
Fucking 3 hours later, I'm playing Madden. I'm fucking singing Hungry Eyes because of your fucking ass. It's stuck in my head.
Check this out, though. I got a text message the other day.
This should play good. Your voice is sexy on the podcast. Wow.
Yeah. Meant to send that to you.
I'm glad you didn't. I might have took it the wrong way.
Shout out to the wonderful person who said that my voice is sexy on the podcast. I don't know who it was.
You know who it was.
No.
Fucking lying.
I don't know who it was.
Anyway.
It was Abby.
I figured.
Thanks, Abby. You should write that under the review.
I thought Phoebe's voice was sexy.
She does have a good voice, too. Sounds like a crying baby. Back to where we're going here. Back to the show.
Yeah, so basically, McNulty says, hey, go down there, pull up Avon's picture. The housing department should have a picture of someone.
Right, because they got to do it.
And he tells him to go do it himself. And he said, I'd love to go do it if you don't want to go down there, but then you'll have to take notes on all these 10 murders.
He said, like...
meticulous notes.
Meticulous notes. Like, I was going to say tedious or something.
Yeah, meticulous.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was funny because Santangelo and Sidner are sitting there, and they both kind of crack smiles. Well, then it wasn't that clever. He said either do this or do this.
Yeah, but he he still got them to get off their ass.
Correct.
Which they haven't done the entire fucking show yet.
Correct.
So I thought it was clever, but I thought it was funny because Kima, she was like giving him props or whatever. And I thought it was funny when it said, I'm a leader of men.
Yeah. That was funny.
I was like, okay, McNulty, calm down.
He knows he's not a leader
Calm down, McNulty, you fuck.
All right, so now we go back to the pits. And
shipment is late.
I think this is a very famous scene. I've seen it in multiple places. Or people talk about it when they play chess.
Oh, definitely. It's kind of like, it's just funny how he explains it.
Yeah.
I like it because he really dumbed it down and got on their level to explain to them how to play chess.
Yeah. And last
so
you can see where...
And it's funny because Abby was watching it with me and she goes, oh, wow, I thought I was actually going to learn how to play chess.
He didn't explain chess right. I've played chess before. You don't fucking turn your pawn into a queen when you get to the end. I've never heard of that shit.
I have heard of that before, but I think that's like ghetto rules.
It's ghetto chess?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as ghetto chess. But
she was like, oh, I thought I was actually going to learn how to play chess. So it did not break down for her. She was not feeling the slang and the lingo that D'Angelo was spitting. I just thought it was funny because she was like...
She's like, what?
She was like kind of bummed. Like, oh, fuck, I thought I was going to learn how to play chess.
That's awesome.
It's like, well, honey, I can show you.
You play chess?
I know how.
Oh, okay.
I don't necessarily play.
When I was a kid,
I know how.
When I was a kid, I played.
She was all impressed that I knew how to play.
Oh, really?
I'm like, it's chess. How do you not know how to play?
Yeah, I don't even know who taught me. I think I learned in grade school when we used to go to summer recreation and cafeteria and shit. They'd have little tournaments.
I mean, it's fun, I guess.
It's fun if you play someone good. If you play someone shitty, it's boring.
Yeah, because you're just raping their butthole all night.
It's like playing Madden.
Yeah, like with me.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I refuse to play you anymore.
Yeah. We're not playing Madden. We're probably not playing chess.
No.
But... Yeah, I've never played where you get to the end and your pawn.
I have heard of it. I've never played that way, but
I've never heard of it.
I think it might be.
I mean, not that I
like house rules or whatever.
I never look up chess rules, so I mean,
I haven't either. I just thought it was funny.
Maybe they changed the rules.
That Bodie just could not give up the fact that if he got a pawn down there, he was the shit. He would win.
So, I think I wrote down.
It's like, no, dude.
When Bodie said, "What about those little ball-headed those little ball-headed bitches?"
Ball-headed bitches.
That was funny.
It was. I thought it was a good way of
explain. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And it shows that D'Angelo, even though we've called him dumb quite a few times, I don't think dumb is the right thing to call him because he is smart in some ways. He can run stuff good.
He runs the hell out of the pit.
And he knows what's going on.
Well.
But the problem is he's just not cut out for this. He's cut out for something else, I think.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be in the field. He's not. I don't think he's a soldier.
No.
Definitely, he's a chicken.
Not for fuck's sake.
He's not the beef.
God, every fucking time. You know, I really regret pointing that out to you.
That's a great talking point.
Oh.
If you ever meet anyone and they like The Wire, you can talk to them about that.
Yeah, chicken or beef?
Yeah, chicken or beef.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have both.
Yeah. Fuck.
I love chicken.
You don't love beef?
I could eat chicken every day. I love beef too, but
I get a little sick of chicken, actually.
Anyways.
All right, so that's the pits.
Now Sidner
sitting in the office.
Sidner comes busting in. He's
with some
flipping
8-tracks.
out. Yeah.
What were those things?
That was their version of the Wire.
Yeah. But like what?
It was like clunky and fucking
It
humongous.
looked like an 8-track tape.
Yeah.
But McNulty.
Well, that's what McNulty said. He goes, "What else do they got down there?"
8-track. But so it wasn't an 8-track.
Right.
Tape but it was like it looked like a reel-to-reel almost or something.
It was bad. It was huge. It would have definitely got his ass.
It was all
shot.
dusty. He blew on it.
Yeah.
Fucking dust came out of it.
It was like a vape cloud.
Yeah.
Just like poof.
Fuck.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
But that was a quick little scene. And then they go to Rawls' office.
Yep. Santangelo's meeting with Rawls.
Santangelo wants out.
Yeah. Just saying, I have nothing to do with this. I'm not. They hardly use me.
He did give him a little rundown of what's going on.
Right. Well, and that's what he said. Rawls said, "I need you there.
You're my eyes and ears.
You're my eyes and ears down there, so that if something happens, I can go to Major before." And then he also told him that a few more weeks, or I think he said 3 or few, and you'll come home with a favor in your pocket.
Yeah, I wrote down cops really like favors.
Definitely.
Have you noticed that? Hey, do this for me, and then I owe you. Oh, that's all. Give me Sidner. And then like
it must be a cop.
And then they're like, hey, I took care of Prez. Okay, you can have all this shit. It's like, what are they fucking trading?
Right.
Like, it's just.
Well, I think it might actually kind of be how it works. I don't know.
I mean, apparently.
Like I said, I think it might be a cop thing or just a law enforcement thing. I don't know. But I mean, it would be nice to have a favor in your pocket for people.
Yeah, but what if it's some prick that doesn't repay?
I think it's kind of an old school thing, though, too.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. So that scene's...
Yeah, that was quick.
It was just a little...
Yeah.
In and out.
And then they go right back to the office,
right? Back to the basement. I call it the basement. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Just because they're, underground.
It's what's funny is when they show... Like, they showed at one point Daniels with his little stick up his ass walking, and the window is right there. But then when he gets in, they go way down to get there.
Well, it's funny because in the one... From the one side, they're like right below the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because you can see people walking through the window.
But when they were up... Maybe,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so you must have to go up to the courthouse?
Yeah.
And then come back down, or whatever to the...
Well, I think most courthouses are like that.
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know.
I've been to 40th and Union. You just go right in.
Yeah, I've been in there,
all one level.
Shout out to my ex-wife.
I just got Taylor a passport.
Blow this.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's going to Guatemala.
You never said that.
Puerto Rico?
You don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico.
I'm fucking tired. I was up at 4:30.
Hey, what time did you get up?
4:30.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Make sure you write a big 4:30 on the YouTube video.
I'll write something on the YouTube.
Yeah, I bet you will. Yeah, so we cut back to them. They're in the basement. Like I said, I called the basement.
Yeah.
Basically, Daniels walks in, says that you'll.
That's where they're typing.
Yeah, that's when they're typing.
I wrote down McNulty and Kima typing.
And he says you'll be getting Carver and Prez back
tomorrow.
Prez is to stay in the office. And then Kima asks, what about Herc?
Still out of medical.
He's still on medical for a little paper cut he got on his forehead.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And maybe he had a concussion or something.
Meanwhile, Lester's making furniture.
Yeah, he's making little tiny furniture over in the back. He's got some snazzy jazz playing or whatever.
So that's when McNulty. So Daniels walks through, tells him that.
Right.
McNulty says, "I wonder what you have to do
to get
thrown off the police force."
Yeah, and Kima says,
keep up with some of your shit and you just might find out. That's a fucking funny line.
It is funny.
Especially the way she delivers it. Keep up with some of your shit, you just might find out.
Well, and, you know, obviously we've seen the show, so we know what happens, but, you know, hopefully, I don't know.
And then Pokemon, your buddies.
Yeah, they come back.
She'll back up with a picture.
And they're liquored.
They're lit up. It's going to be like you when we play Madden. They're lit
Probably.
up. And the guy came back with a picture of Avon, except it's an old white guy. Like, what?
Middle-aged white guy.
Yeah. McNulty said middle-aged. I would call him old, but whatever.
Yeah, he kind of looked old. And then I thought Kima was like, well, maybe. What do we really know about this guy? And then they just start busting up laughing.
Right.
Because they obviously know.
But
Avon Barksdale.
So because they got that picture, they got the idea to get the real picture.
Well, Lester.
Yeah. But
not them.
Without those two fucking drunk fucks coming in with the wrong picture, Kima never says, what do we know about him, reads off all his stuff, and says that he used to box Gold Gloves when he was younger. Whereas Lester's like, like,
right, it just kind of a little light bulb went off in his head, like, wait, I know what I can do.
Yeah, he's like, I'll show these bitches.
And it's funny, he comes, because Kima read off a couple things. Mm-hmm. And she, you know, she's like, this is all we have on him. This is all we have on him.
He doesn't have a driver's license. He doesn't own shit.
Right.
He's got girlfriends.
One in New York.
Yeah.
And then she said something about not silver sluggers. What is it? Golden gloves?
What time did you wake up?
4:30.
God damn.
Golden gloves?
Yeah, gold gloves.
Yeah. So, and like the light bulb went off in Lester's head.
Yeah.
And,
you might want to take something for that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I got this throwback Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that shit ain't going to cut it. Okay.
Probably should have picked up something else, but whatever. So Lester just takes off. He just leaves.
Right.
And
he has a nice car, by the way.
You think?
No.
Yeah, I was like, really? I was making sure you were being a smart ass.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so I have a question. He gets out of the car.
Okay.
All right, he's walking.
That's not Michael.
Obviously, I know that.
He looks just like Michael.
It kind of does, because I had to do a double take. But the little hopper asked him a question.
Blue tops. You got blue tops?
No, he didn't say blue tops.
I thought he said blue tops.
He says...
You wrote down what he said?
Yeah.
It was like...
No, he says...
It was like Star Wars.
Are you looking for the blues?
Oh, okay. I got blue tops.
Do you know what that reference is about?
What?
Do you know what he means by...
Yeah, he wants to sell him drugs.
But what kind of drugs? This intrigued the shit out of me. Because at first I thought he said blue tops too. I rewound it 3 times.
Oh, my God.
And actually had to listen. I turned the volume up as loud as it could go.
What did he say?
He asked me, are you looking for the blues?
Right.
Okay, so I did some research.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Google. Blues is slang for oxycodone. Also can be called, some people call it Roxy. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Because like I said, I had no idea what he meant by, are you looking for the blues?
I thought he said blue tops.
It's blues. We can go watch it right now.
I'm not watching it right now.
I mean, you know, we should just have it playing over here, you know?
Like all
with
loud.
No volume.
Oh. Yeah, we could do that. It wouldn't be that hard, but...
Because, I mean, I'm sure we'd probably kind of move right along with it.
There's no way.
You don't think so?
We talked too long.
I guess.
Last time we were an hour and a half.
I forgot my thing.
I don't know what your thing is.
My, tablet.
Oh, your Surface, or whatever it is.
It's like a ghetto Surface.
Ghetto Surface.
I don't know. An Asus, Windows. It's got Windows 8 on it.
Oh, same shit mine.
Basically. But yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was funny. So basically, the dude's selling pills. So, little hopper. Lester, and I thought it was funny how Lester just stared at him like, motherfucker, do you know who I am? Like, he obviously didn't have to say a word.
Right.
I mean, obviously, he could have cuffed the kid or whatever, but, you know, he was just like, yeah, fuck you.
Right.
I don't have time for this. I got to drive a shitty car.
Make some furniture.
Yeah, making tiny furniture for a living. And working on the police force.
Yeah, rough. Yeah, so he goes up to the boxing gym.
Yep.
Talks to a dude named Mac. Now, is the guy's name Mac, or do you just call him Mac?
I think his name's Mac. It sounds like an old school boxing
He's like,
name.
hey, Mac, I got some questions. But it could have been like, hey, Mac.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just fucking around.
I got you. I don't know.
And then we cut McNulty and Kima.
Kima meeting with Fitz.
Yeah.
At the FBI headquarters or wherever.
You're close with him. You call him Fitz, huh?
That's what his name is.
Fitzhugh.
What?
It's not just... Well, Fitz, yeah.
It's in quote. It's like his nickname, Fitz.
Yeah, Fitz.
They call him Fitz.
They're at the FBI office.
Yes.
I like...
And basically he's saying he's never heard of Avon Barksdale.
And he does this drug thing for a living.
Right, and he's like, I've been working drugs since 98 or something. Never heard of him. Does it not say Fitz on there?
It does.
Okay.
But they don't ever call him Fitz.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, but that's cool.
All right. I got up at 4:30. No. I just do it because that's the easiest way.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Instead of writing out Fitzgerald or whatever. What's his first name?
Fitzhugh, actually.
Fitzhugh?
Yeah. It comes out like Fitzhugh, the way McNulty says it.
Okay. I just write Fitz.
But it's like Hugh, H-U-G-H.
Okay. I've never heard of a fucking name like that, but okay.
Me either. No, that's the only reason it stuck out to me.
He's cool. I like him.
He's all right.
Now, I think.
He's all right.
I can't remember if he
I don't think he
flips.
Matters. I don't think so. So he hasn't heard of
yeah, he's like, I've been working drugs since whatever. Never heard of him.
He goes, if you say so.
We don't have anything on him.
If you say so, that's not a good sign.
Basically, they're just there to get some...
And then he shows him the raid.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm not mistaken...
He said it was a career
case they didn't care about.
That no one cared about. Because
no one was...
They're moving on to terrorism.
Yeah, no one was named Osama.
Yeah, Osama. I think he said
but didn't he... Isn't that case... Didn't McNulty help him make that case? Wasn't it McNulty CI or something? Did I make that up? I could have made that up.
I don't know.
All right, I might have made that up, but I think I'm right.
You could be.
That's
Did they touch on that later?
Earlier, I think that's the favor. So now McNulty's going, hey, remember I helped you out here and give me.
Right.
It's
he does say
it's all about favors.
He goes, oh, why are you here? I do owe you a favor.
Yeah.
Fitz does say that.
Yeah.
So they're just there to basically get some updated fucking wire equipment.
And he just asked for mics and who's running the case, right?
Well, they asked for I just put new wiretap equipment.
Yeah, but they like
updated equipment.
Like he was like, "Oh, that's all you want?"
Yeah, like that's
he was ready to give him more.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then he just asked, "Who's running the case?"
And they said Daniels.
He says Daniels. And then stares at him like
he did not give a subtle like, "What the fuck?" Really?
Yeah,
like that was not subtle. He was
it was like
it was a double take. Like Daniels.
Well, because then they cut to Kima and her face was like, "What the fuck was that look for?"
Yeah.
Like. You know something I don't know?
Yes, absolutely.
And now,
back to the
pit.
Back to the pits. So I wrote down. Apparently, I didn't know what was going to happen because
Really?
Well, sorta. But
they're handing out testers.
So they get there and all the crackheads are lining up.
Right.
It's like.
It's like soup kitchen for the homeless.
So they sent everybody up against the wall.
Yeah.
It totally reminds me of like PE. Like Bodie could have been the PE coach.
Could have been.
Up against the wall.
Up against the wall, move it now.
Yeah. And he's like...
Could have been.
So he sends everyone down. They all get their drugs.
Right.
And then
they're
someone
all
runs back.
shuffling away.
And someone runs back to the stash.
Which I thought was weird.
It was just like
that guy looked like a homeless guy. He looked like a crackhead, the guy that was running back.
No, it was just a kid.
Was it a kid?
Just a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, and then you meet this dark chocolate man in the van.
With a big
scar across his face. I wonder who that could be.
That might be Omar Little.
It could be Omar Little.
Yeah, I this is my favorite show of all time.
Yep.
He's my favorite character of all time.
Definitely.
Just seeing him, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why this show is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do shit in the scene.
Not this scene.
He says some real raggedy ass shit.
Right, when he's talking about how they're running their shit.
And
how sloppy they were with how he's just sitting there. And it's so funny how, I mean, it'll play on later. We'll touch on it more. But he's sitting there in a van, already knows where the stash is.
Yeah.
And then later on in the show,
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. I just think it's funny. Like,
well,
totally funny how he was sitting there. I mean, obviously, we don't know how long he was sitting there for, but,
right.
he already has it figured out. Like, okay, cool. Yep. This is it right here.
I assume they've been sitting there quite a while because I don't remember the guy's name.
Brandon?
No, not Brandon, the guy in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had a notebook and was taking notes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically, they're on a stakeout.
Right. No, yeah.
But when he said...
That's why I said I don't know how long they've actually been
When he says real raggedy-ass shit, that is one of the few times Omar Little cusses.
I never paid attention to that.
He doesn't cuss, usually. There's a couple times, but...
I wonder if that's like a...
It makes you wonder if they're like...
Foreshadowing.
They added that in, like, they're like, oh, let's not make him cuss. You know what I go? Oh, we already fucked up the first time.
Well, they tinkered a lot with him then.
Yeah, they do, I think.
Because,
Yeah. But at this point...
It was so funny because... Does he call him Brandon in that scene in the van?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But for whatever reason, I just instantly knew his name. Like, for whatever reason, I just was like, oh, yeah, there's Brandon.
I think because he gets talked about a lot.
Yeah, but...
A lot.
He really has no relevance in the show.
Yeah, he has a huge relevance in the show.
You think?
Absolutely. Think about it.
I mean, I guess, but...
I mean, we can talk about it in a couple episodes.
Yeah, we'll get there.
He's got a huge...
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of see it like he's not that big of a deal.
No, he's a huge deal. If you look at it... I don't want to jump ahead.
No, we don't have to. We can just cut and run.
But he's a big deal.
Okay.
He doesn't do shit, but because of him, it's a big deal.
Right.
Not like he doesn't actually do.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, he doesn't play a...
But his name...
His name's dropped, but he's not in the show, is what I mean. Like, he's not... He doesn't have a big presence in the show, him as an actor.
No. But that character...
Right. It matters.
Drives the show.
Yeah.
A lot at the end of this season.
Yeah. I don't really remember what happens, but I do, but I don't. Like,
right.
It's
I'm
foggy.
Yeah.
So
I know you got up. You got up at 4:30.
Yeah, I'm done with dropping the 4:30.
Okay. All right, so then we go back to the office.
Though they're sitting down there, Bubbles is down there. They're eating Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts sounds delicious right about now. Shout out to Dunkin' Donuts.
They're talking about McNulty's personal life, his kids, and all that shit.
And then he asked Kima if she's ever been married.
Right, and that's when he finds out she's lesbo.
Yep. And it was funny, Bubbles, how he reacted.
If you're a dog, you're barking up the wrong pussy.
Oh, so now I'm a dog?
I know, like right over his head.
Oh, now I'm a dog? Yeah, I thought it was funny how Bubbles was just like freaking out in that scene. Like,
yeah, he's funny. I liked it when he was like, you got so much knowledge, how come your life is so fucked up? Mm-hmm. He didn't say fucked up, but he's like, I've been thinking on that, man.
Yeah.
He's like, you're right, but, whatever. And then Kima talks about, like, starting off as a woman.
Right.
Which I would imagine that would be pretty rough.
Oh, because they would just fuck with you.
Yeah, the police and the bad guys.
The cops on the force and the, the criminals. For sure.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're going to, just take advantage of her as much as they can. And if they can get away with it, they will.
Oh, I clicked on the trivia here. It says...
Uh-oh.
One of the...
You should do a trivia for every episode. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, I kind of did. Like last episode, there just wasn't much.
Yeah.
There's not much. This one is both Omar. Well, like this one, this marks the first appearance of Omar Little, played by Michael Kenneth Williams.
What is this voice?
I don't know. That's my...
Is that your
Alex
Trebek?
That's my guy typing up on IMDb and think he's important voice.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody knows that was his fucking...
Right, obviously, if you've seen the fucking show.
This says, one of only 2 times you hear Omar utter a curse word. In the very first time the character is introduced, he says the word shit.
Wow.
The other is in episode 5, the pager. We'll worry about that when we get there. But yeah, it stuck out for me because I remember saying, oh yeah, he doesn't cuss. And I was like, really? And then he says shit in the first episode.
I never noticed it. I never caught it.
So I don't know.
It's just funny how I feel like everyone else cusses a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I never noticed that he didn't. So maybe it was just for me. It was just like I guess he just kind of blended in with I mean, because he doesn't have too many predominant scenes where he's in the show, obviously, but he's not like you don't see him as much as McNulty.
No.
Like, or Bunk, or, you know what I mean? Like, the main characters.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's why.
Bunk, who's in one scene this episode, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He was...
and I missed him.
Very sparingly in it.
Yeah, because he's not in that drugstore. He's the homicide detective,
right.
and this show isn't about homicides, technically.
We get there, though.
Yeah. Okay, so then we go to Orlando's.
Yeah.
D takes a cab.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't drive.
He doesn't. He's a bitch.
He drives in season 2, I'm pretty sure.
Well, he doesn't have a driver's license now.
He takes a cab. He sees Charmaine. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
I looked up Levy's wife's name.
What is it? Yvette?
Yvette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not what did you call her? Charmaine, right?
I called her Chandra.
Chandra, that's right.
Yeah.
That's close.
Is it Chardine? I thought it was Chardine.
Oh, maybe it's Chardine.
Look that shit up.
What did I say, Charmaine?
You said Charmaine. Isn't that a toilet paper?
That's Charmin.
Charmin, yeah.
You might be right because
I
hate her so much.
Yeah.
I hate her so much I could kill.
Well, I start to dislike her even more in this episode.
Yeah.
Because obviously we'll get there, but I thought it was funny. He walks in the club and he got fucking Ja Rule bumping in the background.
Which I had to pause it, call my daughter out,
wow.
Say, "Hey, who's rapping here?"
Really?
Because I could recognize the voice.
Taylor knew this.
And she did not know it.
Okay.
I was looking for help. I was home by myself. So I call her. I'm like, "Hey, who?"
I was gonna be impressed if Taylor knew who that was.
I'm like, "Who is this?" And she's like, "I have no idea." And I go, "Sorry, I'm making you look at boobs right now."
That's hilarious.
Because she's there dancing with the boobs out, and I'm like,
well, it's funny because even Abby it
is Chardine.
Okay.
It was an S too. I was writing down with a C.
I know. Because I looked her up and I was like, oh, that's how you spell it. Because I spell Kima different how they spell it on there too.
Isn't it just KMA?
I put KEEMA. I don't know.
Shortcut.
Yeah.
Zing.
That's how I kind of do with Fitz, but whatever. But it was funny because
I just picture Fitzgerald. Larry.
I do too.
Larry!
Lottie! Anyways, I never gonna do
Bargain.
that. I never gonna do that. I know, that is funny. Good call. I just thought it was funny because we're watching it, and they cut to the dancer on stage, and Abby goes, "Oh my God, they show tits!"
It's
I'm
HBO.
like, "It's HBO, yeah, they show tits."
We're doing True Blood next. You're gonna see some boobs.
Oh yeah,
just kidding.
we could, because I've only watched up to season 4.
Oh, it got really bad at the end.
I'm behind.
What are you not behind on?
I'm current with New Girl.
I don't fucking watch New Girl.
I love New Girl.
God.
I love Zooey Deschanel.
You and my wife can do a podcast about New Girl.
I would do it too. That'd be awesome.
Right. I would. Yeah, I don't know. I've watched it no.
Just
I don't
Zooey
think
Deschanel is just.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember. I think I've walked in and out and caught something.
You
that was
would
funny.
like it though, I think.
Maybe I'm too busy for that shit. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you'd like it because I think
I'm not too busy. I just don't want to watch.
So, anyways, he walks into the club. You got
and the reason
Charmin
I
up there
wanted
dancing.
to know who was rapping. The reason I wanted to keep rapping, talking about who's singing is because last time your ass was like, "Oh, that song on there was like boom, 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 boom," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I just didn't. So I was like, "Oh, make sure I know who's doing it." So then I called Taylor out there, and I'm like,
how old is she? 15, 16?
16.
Yeah.
So she was 0 when the song came out. And, no, she was...
That's why I was going to be...
She was 3. She should fucking know her shit by 3.
Thoroughly impressed if she knew who that was.
She didn't have a fucking clue. But then she did tell me, look it up on IMDb, it's probably on there in the soundtrack. And I was like, oh. And then as soon as I saw his name, I'm like, okay. I could picture. I'm like, that's the fucking guy that Eminem makes fun of.
Oh, yeah.
But
he's a little peanut head. Well, 50 Cent hated his ass.
So did Eminem.
Him and 50 were back and forth or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
We can do beef.
Yeah, we're chicken.
beef or chicken.
I think Ja Rule would fall in the chicken category.
Yeah, and 50 would probably be beef.
Yeah, maybe.
Eminem would probably be beef.
But
I mean, even Eminem's scrawny, but he could tear him up lyrically.
He's not scrawny anymore.
No?
He's yeah.
Really?
I mean, he's not Dr. Dre, but he's...
I don't know.
Have you seen Dr. Dre lately?
No.
He's fucking huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, at least he had some video. I forget what it came out. It was like a couple years ago, and he was like just gigantic. It's like, Jesus. Apparently he has time to work out.
Yeah, I never heard that.
All right. This is brought to you by
Mountain Dew number 2.
Why do you buy throwbacks?
Because that's all they had. They didn't have the regular.
Did you get for going to fucking Circle K?
Yeah, this is legitimately the only fucking thing they had.
You're the only person in the world that drives by QT to go to Circle K.
I don't know. It's just a habit, okay?
It's fucking dirty in Circle K.
It is.
They're fucking. I wouldn't eat a hot dog to fucking save my life.
I don't eat hot dogs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you know what hot dogs are made out of, dude?
I don't eat. Same thing, chicken.
Gross!
You ever had a hot dog?
No.
You've never had a hot dog in your life? I don't believe you.
I have. I've eaten plenty. But I have to get the, 100% beef. Unless I go to the ballpark. Because they're not 100% beef. But for whatever reason,
be for
they just
$8.
taste fucking delicious at the ballpark. I think it's just because it's hot. You're fucking
Maybe.
Anyways.
I ate a hot dog today at QT right before you came over.
Oh, that's good.
It was delicious. And it wasn't 100% beef. It was probably fucking some kind of rat fucking
chicken intestines.
Yeah, I don't care. It tasted delicious.
Chicken toenails.
Chickens don't have toenails. Yeah, they do.
Chickens are ugly fucks. Anyways, let's finish this scene.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk more about chickens.
He goes in. Do you know the guy on the stairs?
I don't even remember where we're at. Oh, Orlando.
They're in Orlando's.
It was Stinkum.
Yeah. He basically signals.
Clears him to get up
to
there.
Go.
So basically, he's taking the take to Stringer.
Right. Walks through the strip club dressing room. Thought that was kind of funny.
So not only is there boobs, there's ass.
Yeah. And then he walks in and there's a room.
They need new strippers.
Yeah. It's a low down, run down.
I mean, I get it. It's a front, but can you get a decent stripper, please?
Yeah, I guess not. They're probably doing it right because they don't want to waste more money on it up. You know what I mean?
Well, make Orlando pay for that shit. He's got to be getting some money.
Yeah, but Orlando's not. He's the upfront man.
Yeah, but he runs it.
Avon's the money man.
I know who the money man is.
Avon!
Oh, my God.
So he gets in. You walk in. There's just money all over the tables. Couple dudes counting the money. Stringer sitting over there looking like fucking...
He's like, where does all this money go? And he doesn't even answer him.
Yeah. He's, just chilling.
Right.
Sitting over there like a
like a what?
I can't even think of the fucking word I was going to say.
Like a
studious motherfucker.
Oh.
He's got his little glasses on and shit, you know.
Wow.
So
then,
he hands him the take.
Yeah,
and he says,
and he's impressed.
22-4 or about, give or take, I think he says.
Something like that.
Wow. 22-4 from the terrace?
Is that your Stringer impression?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, here's my Stringer impression.
Oh, God. Can we just move
22-4?
That's horrible.
From the terrace?
That's horrible.
That's like Fat Joe.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
So then he gives D a little bonus.
Yeah, it's just funny because they were all 20s. I counted 9 of them. So he tipped him $180. I counted him.
You counted that
count
shit?
9.
Why would you count that?
I don't know. Just caught my eye.
Like, what? I want to see the percent.
I'm about the details.
You're like, let's see, 24, 18 divided by 24.
Well, because for whatever reason,
are you bitching because you didn't even tip him 10%?
Well, 22-4, and that didn't look like $22,000.
How would you know what $22,000?
Well, here's what I have a problem with. Okay, this is coming from the terrace. How many $100 bills you think those motherfuckers are getting? Probably not a lot. That's why I don't think it looked like $22,000 because they're all gonna be 5s, 10s, maybe some 20s in there, a lot of 1s, and I guarantee you he would have rolled up in there with a fucking duffel bag from the terrace, unless they went to fucking Chase to go exchange them all for hundreds before he went to go see fucking Stringer at Orlando's.
He probably, I mean, who to say they don't make a little change? But I don't think they're showing up with $22,000 in 1s and 5s. What are you buying for $1? Give me
how much is a vial?
Not $1.
Obviously, but how do homeless people make money? Begging for change.
Blowjobs.
Begging for money, right?
And blowjobs.
Blowjobs, butt sex, nipple twisting.
That pays?
Facials.
But yeah, that's what I'm, like, when Bubs went to buy, he was buying with 310s. 2 of them were fake. So, I mean, I'm guessing
right, but that's what I mean, though. Like, there's probably not a lot of $100 bills, is my point. There's probably not.
No. But he had an envelope full of money.
Yeah, and then he pulls it out and shows it, and it didn't look like that big to me. It's a show, I get it, but it was just a detail that bothered me. I was like, no way, that's $22,000.
I think you're fucking crazy.
But anyways, he gives D'Angelo. He was very impressed. Gives him a tip or a bonus.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any hundreds.
No.
But he hands him back 9 20s.
Yeah.
So maybe they're all 20s.
I feel like...
How many 20s does it take to make 20 grand?
I'm not... I was up at 4:30.
Oh,
okay?
my God. I'm just saying, like, I don't have any idea how much a stack. I know how much.
I mean, I could do the math. We can
all do the math. But the thing is I don't care.
Yeah, and like I said, it was just something to me that just.
I didn't even count back D's money.
That's why we're different, and we each bring a little something to the table. Podcast.
There we go. Oh, we're like tit for tat.
Yeah, it's like, like, I don't know. We get a martini, I drink the martini, you eat the olives or something.
That's the gayest thing you've ever said.
Anyways, so he gives him a bonus. He tells him to buy something he wouldn't otherwise.
So he buys sardine.
What does he do? Yeah.
What?
Goes and buys.
Get a car,
sardine.
motherfucker. I know. Okay, $180. You're not buying a car. I thought he gave.
Could have rented a car.
I thought he gave him like $1,000. That's how much I was paying attention.
I mean, I don't know. I count. There was a 20 on the top.
Maybe he gave him $28.
Maybe.
It was a 20, and then that would explain why he only bought her a drink. Throws fucking $28 on the table.
Well, I thought it was dumb. I just slapped it on the table.
How sexy is she when she puts on those glasses?
Ugh. They look like they were from
She's
the
like, Did you buy
1960s.
Did you buy me a drink? And she puts the glasses on to look at him because apparently she couldn't see the motherfucker 2 feet in front of her. And he's like, "No, I didn't buy you a drink, honey."
That's how you get remembered.
That's not how you get remembered. Yeah. It was funny.
So, I thought it was just cheesy and dumb of him and immature. And it just shows how childish. Not necessarily childish, but just kind of like, okay, cool. I got an extra $180. I'm gonna fucking go buy a bitch,
right?
Or buy a fucking prostitute,
and then tells her that he's Avon's right hand man.
Yeah, talking it up.
And then she,
he fucked up on that.
And then
because he fucked because. I can't remember if that gets back to Avon.
I don't think so.
Or to Stringer, but if that shit did, could you imagine? Right. Oh my God.
Well, and then she takes his hand and sticks it up her fucking cunt.
Yeah. Like,
And I'm like,
turned me on a little bit though.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Abby was blowing me.
Oh no, that would be different.
Just kidding.
You said she listens to this. So
she does.
She'll like that part.
She will.
She'll be like, I don't appreciate that.
I'll probably get beat. She'll probably beat me.
Well, deservingly so is what I was trying to say.
Yes.
All right, so that's it on Orlando's, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Let me go to the office or the basement.
Yeah. Someone got a picture of Avon Barksdale.
Yes, they did. Is that what happened? Oh yeah, it's Kima, McNulty, Carver, and Bubs.
Yep.
Lester shows up with a fucking poster.
Big poster.
That's not a picture. That's a fucking.
He doesn't even say anything. He just sits it on the table, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And McNulty's like, "What is this?"
And doesn't he say bingo or something like that?
Yeah.
And then Kima and him kind of looks back at him.
But he did
No, he doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
Just
like slaps it on the table.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, motherfucker, and goes and sits down.
And then
at his little desk.
Yeah.
That's behind everyone else, behind some wall.
Turns on his fucking jazz and goes and makes some furniture. So then Sidner comes out all ready to go undercover. And I put Bubs brings him down a peg.
Oh, yeah, he breaks him down.
First thing is the wedding ring. That was obvious.
Oh, yeah, he should have caught that.
Yeah. The other stuff, the dirty, the 10 pounds, that's bullshit.
I thought Sidner was smarter than that.
He is, but
leaving his wedding ring on.
Well,
but come on, you're going undercover,
right? Deep cover.
Like, dumb. Just dumb. But, yeah, I thought it was funny because Bubbles...
Dumb, or he just didn't think about it. That's not dumb.
It's funny because when he walks in, he's fucking flying high thinking he looks like a homeless dude.
Yeah, Carver's
all cocky, like, yeah, I nailed it. Like, I haven't showered in 3 days.
But see, I think he was you're so like, okay, I haven't showered in 2 days. I haven't shaved in 4.
Well, to him, yeah, I'm sure he looks like hell.
He's dirty. He did all this other shit. He forgot his ring.
Yeah.
It's not like,
I guess.
It's just...
But I just thought it was funny because, he, like I said, he walks in and he's just thinking he nailed the look, and then Bubbles gets to him and he's like, tears him down.
And then, like, a lot of the shit Bubbles said was stupid. Like, because he can't do that. He can't lose 10 pounds.
Right.
He can't he can go roll in some dirt, I guess.
Yeah.
But then the shoes thing was cool.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you gotta like the shoes. And I thought that was weird. Like,
what did he call them?
Dead soldiers.
Yeah, dead soldiers.
So then he shows him hit the bottom of his shoe.
He was like, dead soldiers.
Yeah, none of them knew what the fuck he was talking about.
And
then at the end, McNulty's like, did he hurt your feelings? And then Sidner's like, a little bit. I like the way, but he took it a good way. Mm-hmm. That's why people like Sidner. He's like, yeah, a little bit. He's like, damn.
And the more I watch it, he's young.
Yeah, he is. That's why. Remember I said that.
No, I know. That's what I mean. Like, the more I watch it, it's like, yeah, he's young. Like, I don't know how young he is, like, now. And I don't know how young he was back then, but you can tell he's young. Like, it's just like, wow, okay. Because he... If
I can find his... here we go. Corey Parker Robinson.
What's his age now?
He's 40.
Oh, so he was...
He's born in 75.
So
he was 27.
Yeah, he was...
He just turned 40, I guess. No, he actually about to turn 41. He just looks young.
Yeah, he's just
a young-looking motherfucker.
Young look.
Yeah. So...
He's an old man.
So then they go to the streets, right? Old man. Got your old man right here. So then they go to the streets for him to do some hand-to-hand, right?
Yes. Bubbles and
at one point they show him.
It didn't look like him.
It looked like him, but I said to my wife, I'm like, oh, he looks good there, because he was like totally playing the part right there.
Yeah. When he was walking with like a limp or like a little giddy up, a little hitch. Yeah. Little hitch in his step or something.
And they had the music playing.
Yep. I don't.
It was Rob Bass.
Was it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't note that.
I wrote down Sidner looks convincing. You got Kima taking pics.
He did play the part. He pulled it off. Obviously, they didn't get busted, so.
He said, you don't give money to nobody that matters. You don't get product from anyone that matters.
Yeah. Because Kima asked if he wanted to go back in.
Yeah, and he's like, aren't we supposed to go smoke that shit? Yeah. Which is a good point. You just can't buy all day.
Yeah, buy it
eventually you would...
And walk back out.
And then buy it again.
Go buy more. Like, these motherfuckers ain't got money just coming out their ass.
And Carver's in the van. They're like, okay, fuck it, let's get out of here. And then they pan. There's another van watching them.
Yeah, I wonder who that van is.
And then it's
Omar Little.
And he's like, what does he say? He says something like, all right, or something. I didn't write it down. He said all right or interesting or something, but I didn't write it down.
I just put Omar still watching.
Which is funny. So now he knows that the cops are watching them.
Yeah, he's like 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah, almost everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's ahead of the cops.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's ahead of the dealers.
Yeah, yeah. So... And he's been in 2 scenes, and we're like, who is this motherfucker?
Well, yeah, because Abby's like, who is this? And I go, you just have to wait and watch. Right. Like,
just you watch and wait.
Yeah. What are we, Fox 10? Rick D'Amico?
We got to bring that up every time.
Seriously. But yeah, I just told her, I said, you got to watch, and I'll just let you figure it out yourself, because it's pretty easy.
So then they go back to the office, and McNulty was pretty much like, told you. He didn't want to say, I told you so. That they didn't get anything.
Wait, what?
You look very... Did you not get that?
I just wrote down, Daniels got word from Burrell to do a search and seizure.
It's before that. When they first walk in, as Daniels walks...
Skip this, then.
Before Daniels walks in, and they were like... Kima's like... Or McNulty's like, what did you get? And he tells him some stuff, and he's just like, well... I get. He pretty much was saying that's why I didn't go in the first place. Right. I knew you guys weren't going to get shit to begin with. And that's when Daniels walks in and tells him that they're hitting the projects on Wednesday.
Yeah. And he flips. So yeah, basically McNulty just says he's all pissed off. He says he's not going to do it. He's not gonna go on the
because Daniels is like you get
raid.
Write up the paperwork. He was like it's going to take all fucking night.
Right.
And McNulty's like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out.
No, I'm not doing it.
I love McNulty.
He was like, where are you going?
I love McNulty.
And he goes,
that's a dick move.
Oh, it is a dick move. But I get where he's coming from.
But he fucked her over.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But whatever. And Daniels is in a hard spot too. He's got to like.
Well, he has bosses too. You know what I mean?
Right.
In his defense.
Yeah, I mean it's a stupid move on his boss's part, but we all know that.
So Kimo was like, "Where are you going?" And he goes, "Look, I get it. He's your superior.
I'm going to get some red pussy.
I'm leaving. Like, fuck you. Fuck this. I'm not doing it."
And he shows up at Rhonda's house.
Yeah, banging on Rhonda Perlman's fucking door. 9:00 at night.
Which, didn't you get the feeling it was later? She's like, you show up at 9 o'clock. I was like, I thought it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
She's just sitting there.
I'm like, yeah, she's drinking wine and doing some paperwork. I thought it was like 2 o'clock in the morning the way they...
Wasn't there music playing too? She had some music.
Probably. And he wants to know how to...
Sade or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
He wants to...
he wants to know if they can fucking clone a pager.
Yep. And she throws him this big ass... what was it? Like a...
court document.
I wrote it down, yeah. Gotta show probable cause without a subpoena and an exhaustion argument. I didn't write down.
Blah, blah, blah.
Basically, you gotta do a whole bunch of shit.
I want to say a deposition comes to mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right lingo, court language, or what, but...
But basically, she throws him this thick-ass thing that he needs to read to find out.
To say, yeah, you can clone a pager.
She goes, and then you got to have a boss that wants to do that because it's going to leave them more shit. And he's like, Daniels will come around. And she just kind of laughs at him. And then he's going to leave.
Yeah, he wants to leave or says, I'm going to go.
And then she's like, well, that's it?
That's all you came for?
So it comes out that he was banging her while he was married.
Yeah, this is who he was cheating on. When he was talking with Bubbles. And he goes, Bubbles said there had to be someone else.
It was her.
It was her. Rhonda Perlman.
Now, they haven't shown his wife yet?
No.
He did not trade up. Let's just put it to you that way.
No.
I don't like Rhonda. And he's just not. Whatever. We won't get
Well, yeah, I mean, she's got power, though, so.
She hasn't got any fucking power.
She's a assistant state's district attorney.
She's an assistant. She ain't got shit.
She's one step away from being a district attorney.
That's a big step.
Guess.
So basically, she's like, he like moves in on her, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
Because
rape me.
When you're married, date is at a hotel, and now it's cloning a pager.
A Motel 6 with closed curtains.
Yeah, or whatever.
And now it's my house at 9 o'clock at night.
Ooh, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Do you ever do a real date or something like that?
And he's like, no, I guess not. So then, he's like ready to. So he's ready to leave. Next scene, they're fucking.
Fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because Abby was like, "Oh my god, he moans so much." Like, she's like, "No way, that would drive me nuts." For whatever reason, I guess
maybe she's good.
I guess
she fucking better be.
We're into marriage,
and then this is where we get the number 3. What the fuck did I do?
Yep.
Which will be hard to show on YouTube because her tits hanging out at the time. There's full nipple.
You could put a little pasty over it or something.
I'm not putting a pasty.
Photoshop a pasty over the nipple.
Do I look like I do Photoshop?
Fuck, I don't know. We have an executive producer that probably can.
All right. Executive.
Cut my daughter out of a picture and put it on.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So. All
right, so that's enough sex with McNulty.
Yeah, we're flipping back to the pit.
Dee leaves to go get some food for him and Bodie. Some lake trout? Is that what it's called?
Some sandwich shop.
Yeah, but that's what he orders is lake trout, right? Isn't that the big thing?
Fucking
sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And then Stinkum shows
Get
up.
hot sauce too or something.
Yeah.
Tells him not to shortchange him.
I like he leaves and then Pooh shows up and goes, "He going to get food?" And he's like, "Yeah."
He's motherfucker, I'm starving.
He goes, I'm starving.
Starved
then, motherfucker. That was cold.
It was. But that's Bodhi. That's why I like Bodhi, man.
Yeah, and then Stinkum shows up at the re-up.
Yeah, who? It was Stinkum. Who's the other guy? No,
I don't know.
We don't know?
I don't know.
He kind of looked like Debo from Friday, but darker.
I didn't even pay attention to him.
Oh.
It was dark out, so I didn't even...
But yeah, it's funny because, he just... And it's weird. Why are they working that late anyway? I guess they're waiting on the re-up.
Yeah.
So they just have to work until the re-up comes? They worked all day.
I don't know their schedule.
Yeah, but in the earlier episodes...
I don't think they punch. Like, they don't get overtime or nothing.
No, obviously. But...
He's like, hey, Ron, I got to go home. I'm on OT.
But earlier in one of the episodes, they show the pit at night and there's those three people on the couch.
You're the one who assumed that they're the night crew. Like I don't think they were. I don't think they're the night crew. I just think that they were there then. It's like I'm leaving. You're in charge now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I've never ran the pits, so.
I want to say I have in a previous life, but I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But so they're doing the re-up. So the re-up is a reload of the drugs.
And it's funny, right? They're renewing their stash.
Yeah.
They're getting more of the heroin.
Which is the time to rob them, because it's all there.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And then who shows up?
Omar Little.
With a double-barrel shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Basically just walks right in and...
After they beat the fuck out of Stinkum outside.
Yeah.
They don't show that part.
Yeah, they didn't. I thought it was kind of weird that they didn't.
I mean, come on. It's quick. So, like, the three of them come in. It was the three of them, right?
Yeah, Brandon.
I don't remember seeing the other dude.
I know Brandon and Omar are in there.
But I don't remember seeing the other dude. He must have been there.
I think he might have said, watch the door.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know. I want to say
so Omar shows up, points to the dude that looks kind of like...
the older of the two.
Yeah, he looks like an actor, and I can't think of his name. From... I can't think of his name. Anyways, I'll move on. But he points to him and says, where's it at? And he says, it's not here, yo. So he shoots him in the fucking knee.
Abby thought that was like the most brutal thing that he could have ever done.
That must have fucking hurt.
I'm like, he didn't kill him, but I bet you the guy wishes he would have.
You know what that fucking hurt?
Oh, yeah, just shrapnel all on your knee and leg.
And then he's like, all right, shorty, where is it at?
Yeah.
In the kitchen under the sink. It worked.
Think that kid got his ass beat?
No.
After?
No. I don't think so, because I think everyone else would have done the exact same thing.
I would have ran my mouth if I was the first guy.
Right here, motherfucker.
Right here. Let me go get it for you.
Here's the thing. They don't know who Omar is yet.
Oh, well, obviously.
Because he doesn't usually hit the west side. He's usually east side.
None of them know.
Which we don't know that. We haven't said that. So then...
Brandon calls him by his name.
And Pooh and Bodhi catch it.
Yep.
They kind of share a little look.
Well, and later on, Bodhi brings it up.
Yeah, but he's like... Omar's like, you stupid mother whatever. My iPad is ringing. Oh, must be calling.
It's odd.
He's like, you stupid... He doesn't even say motherfucker, because he doesn't cuss, remember?
Right.
Even though he just said shit.
He should have said motherfucker, though.
Omar
Little should cuss. Omar Little should cuss like a sailor.
That's
just more of his little niche cliche, whatever.
Yeah.
That
he's different.
Yeah.
That's what makes him cool.
He's way different.
So then he jets.
They take off.
Bodhi's fucking pissed.
Oh, well, hell yeah, Bodhi's pissed.
He's the only one that shows that he's pissed.
Yeah, but that's Bodhi's personality.
Bodhi takes off his head. Motherfucker.
The van's speeding off.
The guy
just walking back up.
He's like, that's...
And looking around like...
That's peculiar.
Wait, what the fuck's going on? Something just happened, I feel like.
Yeah.
Did something just happen? Where's everybody at?
The one dude's moaning. Sting comes down the ground moaning. And Pooh throws up.
Yeah. Fucking Pooh.
He's like, bleh. And it was like a little gay throw up, for lack of a better word. What else? So, yeah, the van takes off, and then who's watching the whole goddamn thing go down? Bubs.
Oh, yeah, he's just sitting there chilling.
Which is hilarious. You know he's, like, happy.
Oh.
Because they're the ones who fucked up Johnny.
Right. He wants to just fuck them over any way he can.
Yeah.
Which is why he's doing the hat thing.
And he knows who Omar is.
Oh, he would have to know.
Yeah,
who
he
Omar
knows.
is.
They don't. He does. So then they go back to the office. Everyone's getting ready to go hit the pits.
Yeah, they're loading up. They're putting their Kevlar on.
Kima tells McNulty that Bub's got Omar's tags, so they know who stuck him up.
Right.
And then Daniels calls McNulty in his office because he doesn't have the bulletproof vest on, and he's going out.
Tells him again, I'm not doing it.
Now,
he tells him to write up that
I feel bad for Daniels in this point. McNulty's making him look... McNulty is showing it up. He's not trying to. Like, I see both sides.
Right.
McNulty's like, no, I'm not going out there to fuck up my case.
When you want to do real police work, let me know, or something like
that.
But
Daniels is like, you're making me look like an asshole because I can't control you.
Right.
So I get it. And then, of course, at the end, Herc shows up. I'm ready to go kick some ass. Yeah. Fucking Herc.
And he tells him, "Go ahead, give him a bulletproof vest or whatever.
Get him a vest, yeah."
But yeah, I just thought it was funny because McNulty would not write an excuse, even though it would have bailed out his boss. It would have helped his boss, who is basically saying
he doesn't compromise.
You're not gonna go. Okay, that's fine. Just fucking write down a reason and say your tummy hurts. That way, at least my ass is covered.
He did make him sound like a pussy, though. Just tell him your tummy hurts, and that's the reason.
Well, yeah, but still.
I know. I mean,
what is he supposed to do? Fucking talk like a baby and reason with him? Like, okay,
but it
wasn't
going to happen.
No, I know, but it's just like
you can talk however you want.
It's just dumb. He should have just fucking written it down. Not that it fucking matters.
He wasn't, but that's to him. That's also he's taking a stand against their stupidity of hitting the pit.
It's back to the opening episode where he's like giving a fuck when he shouldn't. Like, why the fuck does he care so goddamn much?
Because he wants to get Avon.
He don't even know who Avon is.
It's about being smarter than Avon.
It's like he's got a little fucking like itch in his brain that he just has to fucking.
He wants to catch him. He wants to be better than him. But that's all it is. It's just dumb. He wants to be better than him. It's all it is.
And then they show Prez. Obviously, he couldn't go.
So McNulty stays there reading that affidavit is what it was. Mm-hmm.
There's some music playing too, I believe, like Bob Dylan or something. I don't know.
You're just making shit up now.
Maybe it was some kind of folklore music. I feel
maybe.
I don't know. Hell, I don't know.
I don't remember. I didn't write that down.
So then we cut to Weebay just ripping D's asshole wide open with no Vaseline.
He's like, "You're in a goddamn sandwich shop."
Yeah.
Sandwich shop.
Yeah. Getting them nackins.
Bodhi tells eBay it was someone named Omar.
And then he said,
Omar? So he knew who Omar was.
Oh, yeah, he knows. Yeah. You definitely know. He knows who Omar is.
Yeah.
Because he's like...
Yeah, I don't think he was happy about it being Omar. Not that Weebay would puss out on Omar, but it was almost like he didn't believe him. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, Omar? Like...
Definitely.
Nah, he wouldn't come, So, then the cops show up.
Yes.
In the middle of their getting...
and his little ass chewing.
Yeah.
And Bodhi.
So how many cops do you think there were? There was a fucking helicopter.
There was a shit
ton of cops.
I mean, you would have thought that this was like...
Now, okay, so...
Osama bin Laden's bunker.
They grab D and Weebay and Bodhi.
And put them up against the wall.
Poke grabs Bodhi.
Yeah.
And Bodhi punches him.
And
why did Bodhi punch him?
I don't know.
Like it was kind of like a total cheap shot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that good of a shot.
It didn't look good.
Like I watched it twice and I remember like thinking back, I was like, oh, he fucking clocks this motherfucker.
When you see Kima take off running, you would thought he would cut his fucking head off.
Kima like runs a fucking 100-meter dash. She looked
Carl Lewis.
Yeah.
Fucking she's just hauling ass.
And then she kicks him. Like
and it looked totally
yeah,
fake.
I'm like, you're not even kicking.
Yeah, she's like half legging it.
But Carver beat the fuck out of him.
He's got the nightstick. Yeah.
So you got Carver, Kima, and then two other dudes.
But I just thought it was so
fucking
funny
beating the shit out of him.
Because Kima's face, like,
oh yeah,
it looked legit. Like it looked like someone she knew had just gotten laid the fuck out.
And she didn't even like him.
No.
And then fucking Mahone puts a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, he's laying there. He's like fucking giving him a goddamn thing or a hit of the smoke or whatever.
Oh, I put it flashes back to McNulty reading over affidavit and Perez doing a crossword puzzle.
Yeah, and then Carver says, "Oh yeah, Channel 2 says they'll put whatever we got on TV."
Yeah, and then Kima says, "We ain't got shit."
Yeah, they didn't catch a goddamn thing, and then
the last scene, right, is
Fitz
the parking lot.
Yeah, Fitz and
that's a funny scene.
It is.
So McNulty's sitting there in the parking lot. There. This motherfucker pulls up
on the other side,
on the passenger side.
Doesn't have power windows.
So
McNulty doesn't have power windows. He's got to reach across, roll it down, crank it down,
and he
goes, "This is how I know you never worked homicide or you goes, patrolman.
I can tell you never worked patrol."
Yeah. So yeah, that's right.
So then he turned around.
Pulls around.
That was a good line right there. So and then he says that Daniels is dirty.
Yeah.
That they did a little background on Daniels.
Yep.
He has $100,000 to $200,000 more than he should for being
liquid assets.
For being his pay grade.
Yeah.
That the deputy ops knows about it and closed the case.
Yeah.
Here's my question. And that's when it ends.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
McNulty's drinking again too.
Yeah, some shitty beer. Like I don't even. It was like a local shit beer. If Daniels is dirty, why not go? So does that make Burrell dirty? Because Burrell wants something on him, so when later he can do something, he's like, "I got this on you. You have to do what I say." Is like the opposite of a favor, having something on someone?
It kind of is a favor. It's like a.
I've
got dirt on you.
Like so you'd rather have dirt on someone than do right?
It's a fucked up system.
And Daniels doesn't come across as being dirty in any way.
No.
Any way. But then the FBI investigated him.
Right.
So it's there.
Right.
It makes it very interesting.
It's weird. I never really thought of it with thinking that Burrell has dirt on it. I mean, I did, but I never really thought, does that make Burrell dirty? And I would say yes, it would.
I mean, that's what I think.
Because he's just basically saying, okay, cool. Thanks for working. I know what, he's got this. If I ever need to use it, I've got it. And I can play the trump card.
Yeah.
And he can be fired instantly.
Meanwhile,
but I think that's how politics and all that shit works.
Yes, fuck, I don't.
I mean, they all have dirt on everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's how it ended, and it just was like, peace.
Yeah.
And they start the boom, boom.
That was pretty good, actually. That was better than the last two. So, all right, so that's episode.
That's
number
a wrap
3.
on episode 3. Hopefully, you're enjoying the podcast as much as we enjoy doing it.
Yeah, it's been fun. I can't wait for every week to watch and then talk.
I know.
Once
again, we're on YouTube. Search Pleeka. We're on Spreaker. Search Pleeka. iTunes. Search Pleeka. You'll find us. Like, subscribe. Everything you can do. Rate, review.
Jerk off. Whatever it takes.
There's a picture of us up there now, so...
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
You can jerk off to us, or...
That'd be...
You can Jill to us, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I would rather have someone Jill to me than Jack.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'd rather, But anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you guys next week. I'm Josh.
I'm Nick.
This is Talking TV with Nick and Josh. Peace.